Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and it's Miraculous Monday, so it's time for another screaming session.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
And this week, as voted for by you, we will be doing, of course, Cat Blanc. So this will be like all the love square really. But no, we won't be talking about Ladybug going around Adrienne's room and sniffing everything, for God's sake. She needs some help.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I know who you are.
But before we start, I posted about this super late last night, so you might not have seen it. But oh my god, besties. Okay, so on Saturday, I was so lucky to be given the opportunity of going on the Miraculous Besties podcast to discuss Ephemeral. It was an amazing experience, and I felt so honoured to be asked. It would mean absolutely everything if you could go and give it a listen, so I'll leave the links to it in a pinned comment below. Like, I'm just so grateful to be asked to go on. I was crying about it because I was just so happy. It was amazing. Please go and have a listen to it. So now, on to Cat Blanc. Adrienne arrives home and sees Ladybug, and in my opinion, I would have been more worried about someone breaking into my room, but Adrienne does not care. He opens the gift from Marinette, and I had no idea how big his thumbs were until this moment, but wow. But he also realises that Marinette is Ladybug and the people in the show, and jumping to conclusions. Someone left a comment under my Daddy Aggress commentary yesterday saying that Felix had been doing squats in order to jump to the conclusion he made in episode 9. And they were totally right. Although I do think Adrienne's thought process here is definitely more plausible than Felix's. And oh god, he realises she's the one he's in love with. Isn't he a cutie? Honestly, I'm just so happy he used all 2 of his brain cells for this.
But wow, what a moment. I will never forget.
And I do think Cat Blanc backs up my theory that Adrienne has a crush on Marinette. It was obvious in Ephemeral that Marinette has no feelings for Cat Noir, but Adrienne definitely likes Marinette. Like, he's already compared Marinette to Ladybug before, and this episode just lets him fall further in love with her. But oh my god, does anyone else love the part when he says, "Now you're breaking more than my heart, Marinette"? Oh my god, like, I so badly want for after the reveal. They're in battle together, it's really difficult. One of them gets hurt and they just forget everything and call the other by their real name because of how worried they are. That would physically kill me, can you imagine? So Adrienne goes to see Marinette, and honestly, if I were him, I wouldn't be able to do this in front of all of her friends. But the bloke does run around Paris in a catsuit, like, every day, so I doubt Adrienne has much shame left. And then they start holding hands. I swear to god, I am soft for a zoom in on hand holding in the show. I loved it in Oblivio, I love it in this episode. And then Marinette says, "Does this mean you like the beret?" He says, "It means I love you." And then they kiss. Did anyone else want to throw up the first time they saw this? I'm kidding. Although it was very sweet. I imagine their whole relationship is very sweet and cute, but I swear to god, no one looks good in berets. I hate the fact it was a beret. He's already a fashion disaster, and then you give him a beret. Who is deciding the outfits for these characters, and can I do it next time, please? So then, oh my god, I do love this bit when they're at school and she jumps into his arms. I love it. And then they get to dance together and they finally share ice cream. And speaking of outfits, I do love Marinette's outfit here. It is gorgeous. And just in general, the looks they give each other in this episode are just so sweet and wholesome. But then Natalie takes Daddy Aggressed around to the bakery, and honestly this whole sequence just breaks my heart. Although I don't know how it's detrimental to the brand for Marinette to date Adrienne. I don't really understand. Let's not think too hard about the logic in the show, because once you do that, it starts not making sense. But her breaking up with him was really hard to watch, to be honest, especially knowing she has to do it or Adrienne won't get to leave the house again. But oh my god, she starts crying, Adrienne starts crying, I start crying, we're all crying. And the bodyguard, best character in the show. If I was doing commentary videos at this time, he would have got the MVP for sure. Lets Adrienne go to her. And does anyone else get chills, like physical chills, when Adrienne screams for Marinette to move? Oh my god. Oh boy. But he saves her, yes lad, get it, and he reveals he knows who she is, and we get the best Marishat moment of the entire show. This hug, oh boy, my life would be complete if this hadn't been erased. So Ladybug goes to fix everything, but before she goes, they share a hug, and did anyone else, like, die on a spiritual level when Cat Noir says I know? Because I did. So the ending of the episode, Ladybug goes to see Cat Noir to check everything is okay, and she's so happy he's okay, and he's just happy she's there. But like, seriously, when will she tell him about this? Like, he still doesn't know. I'm not ready for his reaction when he finds out what happened. And just one last thing about this episode, I am absolutely convinced that when the actual reveal happens, it will be on Montparnasse Tower. I didn't say that correctly, but hey ho, you know what I mean. This building, I mean Cat Blanc and Oblivio, take place here, the only two episodes where Marinette and Adrien get together but forget due to time travel, but there are still some consequences. I definitely think this location is where the permanent reveal will happen. So let's take a look at the fan art for this week. Princess sent me this amazing sketch of Ladybug and Cat Noir. We also have a piece from Nathart of Marinette looking fabulous, combining the mouse and bee Miraculouses together. And Pigeon sent me this awesome piece of Cat Noir. Thank you all so much, they're all amazing. So there will be a poll up tomorrow for the next screaming session. Today was actually supposed to be a meme review, but Bee had surgery, so until she's well enough we won't be doing a meme review, just screaming sessions until she's better. I'd love to know what your favourite Love Square moment was from Cat Blanc, and I'll see you in the next one, besties.